Hey guys, what's going on here? It is Top Frost TV here, back again. Second half video of the day. Something different tonight. I'm gonna try and do that most days now, actually, to a fair. Whenever I can, I know that. I didn't know, depending on time as well, obviously. And the season title should all be permanent captain of the team. Obviously, we all know that grabbing us at the minute, the permanent captain. Didn't have a shadow of doubt about that, but obviously, whenever Joe will be captain this season, now he has stood out by example, and I think last night he shown that captain performance. Didn't know Chandler. I'm going to talk a little bit about Kathy as well, because there was something about him that popped up just before I came on, actually, which doesn't actually really surprise me. But I'm going to start on the Joe Worrall one, because a lot of people are saying across the social media that Joe Worrall should be captain. He should be club captain and permanent captain. Obviously, I know a lot of people are saying that he should be permanent captain, and that Lewis Robinson and that Joe Worrall is starting to lead by example now on the pitch, and a lot of people, players are taking to his style of play, and actually he's standing up and making himself counted. And I think that extra responsibility is actually shown, because obviously he's putting man of match performances every time he does it, and even when he's not captain, his attitude at captain is all real clear, and it is showing that if you're finishing and you have been captain and you are putting that sort of high performance and all that in that, he will do it, and it is showing. So I do feel like that he should be captain, and that how long it will be before he will become club captain, who knows? But hopefully it shouldn't be too long. I know a lot of fans don't rate him anyway. It's bizarre, but don't know what else he has to do to actually prove that he should be captain of the club. And I'm sure that Chris Hughton that does have him as vice captain anyway. So, and I think that, which is quite nice, because obviously he's showing that sort of captain performances at the minute, and that what else would Joe Worrall have to do to actually become permanent captain? It does Lewis Gladwin have to do, or will Lewis Gladwin give up the captaincy, which I probably say he wouldn't do, because obviously he does enjoy being that experienced captain of the team, and that he wouldn't want to give it up. Obviously, Daz is saying you can't put a ponytail in that haircut. And you probably could do, to fair, and actually, it would be like, there you go. It would be like one of them Blake person in Mulan. Patrick says he's saying good evening, mate. Good evening. He's just meeting out, Patrick. How's the weather in Cotton? We'll ask you that straight away. What do you get your comments coming in about? Should Joe Worrall be captain of Forest? Should he be made permanent captain and actually take over from Grabban on a more of a permanent thingy? Because I think he's probably ready for the captaincy, and that, or what is it, that sort of way thingy? So or will who can wait to the summer before we actually make changes to that captaincy area, and that probably a couple more captains in, just to finish that, showing that like natural captains, because obviously not nice just having the one and all that. So yeah, I think it will be an interesting one to say the least. If we will or not, then who knows? But it'd be interesting to see how it would actually go back, because I think, yeah, fair enough, Joe Worrall, you're now he came for the academy, but he does show that leadership in him straight away, and it's that. I do feel like that if it will just become something where it helping push him on, and actually hashtag will go up, and that would it mean that a couple of years when he had more of experience, a couple of seasons had it'd be a lot more of a Premier captain then, and then it could really push him on to actually being that sort of leader. But who knows? Patrick Aston, Griffith fan here, mate. Oh, Clifton. Yeah, it's safe, mate. Clifton's fan. Psycho saying we need a leader like Psycho. He sorted them out on the pitch. Dole wanting to come on. We wonder why he wanted to come on, Dole. Patrick saying you need a strong character on the pitch to keep them pushing on, heads up, not that. I think Joe does do that, to be fair. He does actually keep them spirits up, and he does actually push them on. So I do feel like that it is a thing, and I totally agree with you on that one, that they do need a strong character to actually push them and actually give them that bit of motivation. So it's an interesting one to see how they would like to go about it, but in the end, it's Joe Worrall actually ready to become Premier Captain. And yeah, fair enough, he started doing it this season more. Well, it did against Sheep in the Cup, but to take that mantelpiece and be like, yeah, I'm the leader to actually be for the foreseeable future. Yeah, the captain so make good captain. It just experience and actually being that one leader in that sort of mindset. So I think it's quite interesting. Get your comments coming, guys, as per usual. Tell us what you do actually think. Streamlord is in as well. But yeah, there was a bit of news that came out in this last probably 20 minutes ago. So when I just before I got back to come on here, that Nottingham Live News has been saying that they're going to try and find it hard for Ryan Yates to actually get back into that centre midfield too, especially with how the midfield three are playing like at the minute. Because obviously, we all know before Cathy got dropped back into that midfield two that it used to be Yates, either Colback and after it in there with Cathy as third forward, which made it a lot more friendly for Yates and became permanent. But now because James Garner came out on loan, and actually he's managed to come back if he's not going to be playing. So we all know that James Garner done the first one on the team sheet. Now Cathy seemed to find his place in that holding role. And don't get wrong, he was starting that number 10, but he found more of his natural position in that number 6, probably like to call it. And Felipe is currently setting the rule like in that number 10 role that we probably needed that sort of quality attacking number 10 in Felipe to be in there. So could it be like could it be just be like could Ryan Yates be something to get back in, or could it be like, could he nudge Caffrey out of there? But it's quite an odd one. Perhaps the saying should be proud to take the captain hard and the players on a bit. It should do. I know quite a lot of players, depending on the player's attitude, actually, to be fair. I do feel like if the player's attitude is quite good, then they could actually, what do you call it? They will wear the shirt and the captain on band with pride, whereas a couple of them just there for the money and just take the paycheck every week. So I think it mainly depending on the player's attitude, actually, to a fair, and how they would actually go about it. So it's an interesting one to actually talk about, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, it's just got to think about it up and down. Like, would they actually like to take it with that passion or that, or would they just take it just because of every other way? So I think it's interesting, but who knows? So keep your comments coming in as per usual. But I find it very, very interesting how the talk about Cafu actually came about with Van Yates, that could he get in or not. So, Nathan Savage says Super Dan, Super Nathan, hashtag cans for Dan. That is the same still. Around these part, on most channels. Nathan saying Super Dan, Super Nathan. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it does actually go on with things. I can live it, mate. I do think it will be interesting to see how it will go on, and could the changes be made end of the season, and where Chris Heaton does actually put his foot down and say, I want one captain, that's either one will grab and vice versa, or could it be like one goes and it be another captain? So be interesting actually to see what does actually happen with that. So we all have to wait and see on that. So I actually thank you for watching, guys, and goodbye.